Welcome everyone to the Cafeteria of Love for our Dead Old Lady Recipes for Love readings, March 21st, 2021. And it doesn't matter when you're listening to this. So if you're coming back and watching this as a replay or in the future, please know that this is going to give you some questions, some answers around love and dating topics that are tapping into the universal love wisdom. So this isn't going to be a bunch of meaningless rules or gimmicks. This is about really getting to the actual consciousness of love and I'm Reverend Lunch Lady. So if we haven't met, I'm so glad you're here. Say hello in the comments if you're joining. I love to see who's here. And what we'll do is I will be doing my signature readings from the Dead Old Ladies, which are Mallory, Tina, and these are recipe card decks that have been gifted to me with all these amazing vintage recipes. This is Clara, and we have Lydia, and we have, you know what? She's so interesting because she changes her name sometimes. Right now she's going by Doreen. I don't know why. So these decks, yay, Steph is here. These decks are, I have a lot more of them, but these are the ladies that are here. And so if you've ever had a tarot reading, it's kind of like that, except for the fact that there really are new messages all the time, and there are thousands of recipes. So any question is fair. I would say trying to keep your questions, if you're putting questions in the comments on the live feed, then you want to consider, okay, can you ask a question that is not a yes or no question? So to get some more insight on what it is you want. If you're noticing, I'm wearing my hairnet today to make sure that I am hygienically sound. I'm actually reporting to you from the Cafeteria of Love. I mean, I'm actually in the dining area. The kitchen is over there. And so that's why I'm in full uniform for sure, because that's what you do when you're a Reverend Lunch Lady. Yes, next level Palooza. Awesome. Hi, Corey. Hi, Linnea. So this is really great because, I love these conversations, because when we pull these recipes, we're getting, I never know what's going to come. There's no planning this. So this is up to all of us together. And seriously, please don't leave if you're watching the replay. Don't feel like you're missing out or anything, because I've already set the stage set the intention that these questions that are brought to the group are for everyone. So yeah, isn't this the best, hearing it? Yes, Mandy, she has a kitchen business. That's true. So we have been talking a lot about receiving in my group. We're in the middle of Receive-a-Palooza. So I probably will just go ahead and pull one card for that, and then we'll just dive into your questions. I have one question from someone who lives in a place where it's in the middle of the night. So I'm going to also pull that one in. But this is the time you can think about what you want to ask and put it in the comments. So I am going to actually pull a card from Mallory. Mallory, it says her full name on there, but hey, she's a dead old lady, so who cares? So we can just pull a card, and I'd love to really touch on this theme of what it takes to actually be better receivers. So many women come to me who feel like they give, but it's really hard to receive. So if that's you, what can this bring to you as sort of a next level step or insight? This can also be really helpful if you found that you get into this pattern of people pleasing and, people pleasing. Say no more, right? Oh, I love that. We have a birthday coming up. So Steph says it's my birthday on Wednesday. They are totally going to do a birthday reading for you. That's amazing. Okay, so you notice I'm spinning around. This is me pretending like I'm shuffling them. And then we just go on in. Let's see what they have to say about this topic of receiving. I got a card. Ooh! I get so nervous right at that point where I pick a card. I'm like, oh my God, what if they're not talking to me? What if I have no idea what they're talking about? Oh, wow, this is interesting. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. So this recipe, round steak in ravioli. Who's ever heard of that? No one, because what is it? Anyway, so steak ravioli, definitely something I've never heard of before. So we've been asking about receiving. So, wow. Yeah, okay. So immediately they're showing me this, they're giving me this sense of, those things. So what have you not been willing to receive that you could receive? Because right away I was like, hey, Reverend Lunch Lady, I am Italian. All my life, how many raviolis have I eaten? Too many to count. And have I ever heard of round steak in ravioli? No. And so that tells me, like, just notice that for this place of receiving. Like, what are those things that you've never thought you could receive in your life? So right now, they are asking these, they, meaning the dead old ladies up in the cafeteria of love. It's like they're all these lunch ladies, they're hanging out together, they're chatting. They're telling me, like, okay, there's something that you could be asking for that you're not asking for. So go ahead and consider, or even just open the space, the energy for that. So all of this is really different stuff. This is a different kind of consciousness that we're talking about. So yeah, what is it? And you don't even need to necessarily name it, but are you willing to kind of open up your body to considering this? Open up your space of awareness and consciousness to consider something that you haven't been willing to ask for. And it's likely not what you think. It's probably not like, oh yeah, I haven't been willing to ask for $10 million, or I haven't been willing to ask for blah, 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 like the best, husband on the planet or whatever. Those are the things you probably have been dipping into. There may be other things that are even more subtle than that, Maybe it's just being able to, do less and make more. Maybe it's being able to have a relationship where you don't live in the same house. Like, what are those things that you haven't thought that you could even ask for? That's a pretty cool card. Round steak and ravioli. Oh my God, cut into bite-sized pieces. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's 1 can of cheese ravioli and sauce, flour, oil, spaghetti sauce with this is a very interesting. This is definitely a different thing. This is very different. So what is that different thing that you could ask for that would make things so amazing? What? Happy birthday, Stephanie. My birthday is on Wednesday too. Oh my God, who wrote that? Who wrote the second one? Is that Linnea? Okay, so I'm going to go to the caller. Okay, and I'll read the question, all right? Dear old ladies. Dear dead old ladies. I'm in the 11th hour of receiving a physical manifestation of my super dream. If you weren't around, in our world, we did 30 days of creating our super dream. So the super dream is that vision of that creation that you are asking for. So I'm in the 11th hour of receiving a physical manifestation of my super dream. What insight can you offer me about staying the course? I love that message. Cool. Okay. Anyone else wanting to know this? Seriously, post in the comments if you, this is a really amazing time of year to be thinking about this, right? You started the new year. Yay. This is what I'm asking for in 2021, doing your vision board, doing the journaling, all the things. And now you're like, okay, super dream, giddy up, right? So let's ask them. Okay, she's going by Darlene right now. Let's ask Darlene. Hey, Polly. Okay. Somebody says, I think you need larger glasses. Yeah, these are my 4-wheel drives. I have a couple 4-wheel drive glasses that really help me to get through the heavy terrain of old lady handwriting. Okay, so we're going to ask for our caller. I'm going to pick a card. She's really funny. This is the silliest deck I have. She has the greatest sense of humor. Okay, I don't know what this chunk is, but I'm pulling it out. Okay, this is very chunky. Talk about manifestation. This is just a huge chunk of cardboard. There's a lot going on with this. Okay, it says double right on top. It's for Quaker Oat Bran muffins. All right, guess you need to add a little brand to that dream to get it all flowing. Yeah, so this is what she did. I love that. She went ahead and added some updates. She modified for the double recipe and went ahead and probably rubber cemented it on the top of this. That's so organized. This is much more organized than their typical things in here. Anyway, so all of that plays in. Quaker Oat Bran muffins. All right. Yes. So she totally doubled the recipe. Wow. So what it is, what can you do? This is really about doubling the fun. That's what I'm getting from this. It's not like double the work, double the effort, double the focusing harder on the super dream. This is about just doubling up your fun. And, really it's, fold it over. It's on the other side. It's like, you don't have to keep digging up the ground to see if the seed is germinating. You don't. You just gotta keep playing. It's gonna show up. So caller, your super dream is on the way. Just keep knowing that it's coming, and notice what other super dreams are popping into your world, because sometimes what happens is when you're asking for something big, then you want to keep following all the other mini dreams that pop up. So because a lot of times that becomes the matrix of your super dream. So it's like, okay, you may think that, okay, this kind of stuff is related to that super dream, and this kind of stuff is related to something else. That's not yours to decide. So just keep following the dreams. Double the fun, because the more fiber, the better. This oat bran muffins, we know what that does. It speeds up the system. Speeding up the system. There you go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What? She had another name. Anyone remember her name from other times? I seriously had a blank, and now she's calling herself Bernice or Darlene, and that's not what she used to call herself. So she's playing a trick on me. Okay, so, all right. Right. Okay, let's go. Dolores, of course it's Dolores. Oh my God, thank you. I don't know what that was. Yeah, that was Dolores. Who said that? You totally get a prize. Is that Dawn? I'm guessing it's Dawn that remembered it was Dolores. Casey, okay. All right. Dear Reverend Lunch Lady, everything is a gift, right? How do I identify the gifts that match what I'm actually calling and what's coming in just because I'm more diligent with my internal work? Okay, I hate to say it, but we just kind of answered that one. Because you don't, you just keep going. You just keep, it's not up to you to kind of like, you just keep acknowledging. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do, or not, that's not made it sound so sad, like, no, you just keep acknowledging what's working. You keep acknowledging what you're aware of in the moment. You keep acknowledging, those pops of inspiration, and you keep following and honoring you and what it is that is working for you. And you know what, it's considered just, I was talking to my own coach about this today, and it was like, being in what's called allowance of everything that we be. And that just means that you're aware of your own gifts. You're aware of what you bring to the table. I know you, Casey, I mean, you are like a freaking powerhouse in pretty much everything you touch, like, becomes this amazing thing. So you have your own like supersonic personal gifts that you bring to the world, and only you are doing it in the way that you do that, and no one else can match that. So it's like really being able to be willing to be all of you, acknowledge that the things that come up become, just things that you get to include in the field. The connecting the dots, the identifying the gifts that match what I'm actually calling in, that part, you won't be able to connect the dots until later. Then you'll go, oh, interesting. That's what sort of came to be. And so right now is the time you sort of follow the inspiration, you double up the oat bran muffins to let it flow. Awesome question. Okay, so we want to do the birthday reading. I totally want to do the birthday reading. Let's see. Wednesday is, I think that's the 24th, right? Today's the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. 24th. Okay, so I am looking over at the ladies. I'm getting Lydia would like to start out, except for all of the ladies are going, I want to do the birthday reading. So I'm just going to have to make a call. Lydia's going to do this one. You guys can do another one. So we have 2 birthdays. We're doing 2 birthdays. But we're going to pull this card for the birthday this week. So, hey, people watching in the future, is it your birthday this week? Whatever week it is. That's fun. So we're going to do a birthday. Maybe I should do a birthday reading every week. I'm wondering, should I do a week of just pulling cards every day for daily readings, like in our group? That was what I was wondering. Okay, anyway, I want to focus. Birthday. birthday in the kitchen. This is so fun. Cafeteria of love. I'm already like, oh, I want to make this like giant sheet cake. With like Cool Whip frosting. Yummy. Oh. Don't you hate it when I do that and then I don't tell you what it is right away? Okay, birthday. Oh my gosh. I love this. Waffles and waffles variations. So it has waffles and then it has all these extra things. That's so fun because the extra ham. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so waffles. So this is the batter. Dead Old Ladies. Oh, I got a flower. Dead Old Ladies waffle recipe. Oh, I'm kind of psyched to have a waffle recipe. I have never thought of making my own. Okay. And then the variations are inviting that you can put some ham in it. You can put some cheese in it. You could put nuts in it. I'm not personally too psyched about any of those, but I'm psyched about waffles. Anyway, okay. So immediately what's really funny about this, when I pulled this card, saw waffles, it was like I saw this smiley face emoji. So really, how much fun can you have on your birthday? And I'm hearing all this noise in the background. I hope you don't hear it. Hey, Reverend Lunch Lady's reading down in this piece. just letting people know. Okay, so anyway, there's like the smiley face emoji. This is like, you get to do whatever you want. There's all of these choices, like, you know, what can you do to actually be part of your birthday celebration? You probably are doing that, but if you aren't, they're saying you got to dial it up and make it extra special for you. What gift can you give to yourself on this special day? You know, this is like making a special breakfast they're talking about and making it exactly personalized the way you want to do it. But they're actually saying this is a very important time to gift yourself something special. And what is that thing? They're telling me you need to do something that is a little bit out of your comfort zone in terms of investing in yourself. So if you aren't the type of person who goes and gets like a massage, I know it's a little tricky these days, but there are things you could still do somehow. You could find something. Or maybe if you're not the type of person who typically buys yourself jewelry or something like that, then they're saying you need to go to the next level thing, like the extra. You got to go to the extra. You got to go to that thing that's like not the typical thing. Like if you're used to buying yourself like an outfit on your birthday, what can you add to it that's a little extra? Okay? All right. I love that. Can't hear the background noise you speak of, just you yelling at them. Yeah, well, I could hear it. Sometimes Larry totally forgets that I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And then he's like, blah, 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 blah. And then like, I was just warning him. Anyway, birthday girls, post in the comments what that thing is. What is that thing where you're going to like do that next level? You're going to add, you know, $20 to your or allowance for your birthday thing. You're going to add $50 or you'll add $100, whatever that next level is for you. Post it. Okay. Okay. Here's another one. Yay, you guys keep them coming. Keep them coming. Okay, next level. Next question. Oh, I already lost it. Hold on. What recipe for love connection might the Dead Old Ladies have for me to open to what else is possible next weekend at the fireman retreat I'm catering 4 days of feeding 18 firemen. Oh, yay, Victoria's here. Oh my God, awesome. Okay, oh my God, well, I know who this is. Hello, Mandy. This is just cracking me up. How many of you guys are hearing this question and going like, oh my God, I should have signed up for Receive-A-Palooza? Because she's in Receive-A-Palooza, and how freaking amazing is it that she has a catering gig feeding 18 firemen? Can you guys throw her some love, throw her some acknowledgement on how freaking awesome that is, that she's receiving just that? Oh my goodness. Somebody says a massage. Is that your gift? Is that going to be the next? Be honest with me. Do you normally do that? And if you normally do that, can you make it a 90-minute massage? Or add in hot stone or something else. Some other birthday girl, I bought myself earrings. I want to eat donuts for lunch on my birthday. Yes, you got the waffle card after all. Yes, look at all these hearts coming in. Congratulations, you are amazing. Heart, 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 heart. Mandy, receive this magic. And then I'm going to pull a card. Let's see who wants to give you some insights. I think it's Clara. She's the prettiest. Sorry, ladies. Clara's the prettiest. Yes, okay, yeah. I know, hot stone massages are the best. It's my favorite. I haven't done that forever. Okay, all right, we're going in. This fireman, and post some more emojis for Mandy in the fireman manifestation, will you guys? Oh, wow, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, these are fun. All right. This is funny. All right, so we've got a relationship thing here. So this is kind of cool energy for this. Like, they're already talking about relationships when I have a double recipe like this, especially like this. Look at, so we got fruitcake and we got crater cake. You know where this is going, right? Fruitcake. And I love it. These are all from an old column, a forum for recipes. And so Clara did a really good job of collecting these from the newspaper. Oh, cute little fireman emojis. Those are so cute. I love that. Queen. Yay. Okay, so fruitcake and crater cake. So let's just get, we got the recipe. It was like 1, 2, relationship. Fruitcake. Someone asked for a good fruitcake recipe. Here's an excellent old Virginia recipe. 1 pound of currants, dates, figs. So like all these dried fruits, the super sweetness, the super sweet, kind of nutty. So interesting. They are showing me where they're inviting you to remember that your uniqueness is the sexiness that your person is looking for. So anywhere where you go into this gig and you're trying to play the good chef and this is what it looks like to be a businesswoman caterer thing, don't forget that you get to also bring your fruity magic, right? And then on the other side, we get the crater cake. This recipe for crater cake, someone asked. I hope this is the recipe someone wanted. It has shortening and sugar and eggs and milk, general purpose flour, salt, baking powder. Okay, so what they're showing me right now is that your guy, they're telling you, and they don't typically do this sort of projection thing or prediction thing, but right now they're showing me you want to watch for a quieter type. You want to watch for the quieter type and just let yourself sparkle. Let yourself sparkle and smile and use your brilliant aura. You don't have to really prove anything. Just remember that, you know, you also don't have to hide away and be like all businessy and like, you know, like engage and go for the quiet ones. I don't know why they're saying that, but they're saying that. Okay. Look at all that. Oh my God. I'm loving those glasses. They're so groovy and fun. I trust you to see my future. Awesome. Yeah, these are my downstairs four-wheel drives. I keep these downstairs. Upstairs where I typically am working in Super Loved headquarters. Worldwide headquarters is over that way. And then I have all these other four-wheel drive readers up there. I normally do my birthday up pretty well. I need to think of something super. Yeah, you have a couple days. Like, you know, it's going to be a little bit different. Like, what could you do? What could you do? That would be really fun and special. Doesn't mean you don't have to include other people too, like if there's something you can do there. But I'm really getting the sense that that is a luxurious item. It's an item that you typically think of as like, you know, no. But this is the time to just go, yes. Because that's when, honestly, like anywhere we're kind of like scared to spend, it's like, sometimes the solution for it is to spend a little more and get the things flowing. You know, when I feel any sort of money scarcity thing, the one thing I do is that's the time I donate money to something. Keeps things flowing. Someone says, still single, but I'm not looking anymore, focusing on fixing myself. What if you didn't have to fix yourself? What if it's just a consciousness? I mean, that's really like all of this, you know, I was talking today about it, and it's I realize more and more how my teaching, what I share, how I coach is completely different than any other relationship coaches out there. And the whole point of it is that we got to stop thinking we need to fix ourselves. Are there things that we can like have a different relationship with that actually creates more for us? For sure. And there's a lot of different ways we disempower ourselves or dismiss who we are, or, you know, downgrade like who we are and our power and our capacity for creating something great. And, you know, we spend all this time modeling or trying to fit into this reality when, you know, there's a completely different reality available for us that is not anything people have taught us. Somebody says, colored my hair purple and going to be the amazing me in the kitchen. Oh, wow. I can't wait to see that. Watching for the quiet type. What is seeking me. Sparkling. It's kind of weird that they said the quiet type, but that's what I got from the crater cake. It was just like, oh, there's someone there who's kind of more shy. And what I was saying about you specifically is it's not that you have to be like super outgoing or different. It's just like just being aware that you can kind of dissolve some of those barriers and let it be a little bit more of an osmosis with them and you, and not having to have firm lines. Yeah, amen. We don't need to fix ourselves. Yeah, so true. Look at all the cake emojis and all the fun colors. Okay, all right. I don't see any more questions. Let's do general reading for closing. And who is that? Lydia. Lydia's coming back. There's some ladies up there that haven't been reading much. We need to pull them out next time. Seems like Tina's been really loud lately. I don't think she said anything today, though. Whoever said Dolores, you have to tell me who you were, because that was so helpful. I don't know why. Sometimes I was like, oh, did we have this exact same reading last week for our group? Strawberry ice cream tarts again. Oh my God, I read this recently, but I never remember what I said, so it was totally different. So anyway, this is fun. Wow. Wow, okay. Home service. 1 box of frozen strawberries, milk, whipping cream, vanilla pudding. Oh. Combined strawberries. Put into the tart shells and freeze. This is from Iroquois and Republic Gas. This is called Meet the Millers. I don't know why. Who has the last name Miller or Miller in your family? Look at that, March 15th, 1955. Very close to our date. Only a week earlier than this. Okay, so the immediate thing they're showing me is, it's kind of interesting because they're giving me this taste between tart and sweet, and then I'm seeing like oh, tart, and then sweet. So it's like these polarities right there of little just like bites of life. So they're coming back to the receiving theme again, in that, like, what if it's like, what if you can be in all of the chaos, the weirdness, the like funk, the change, the discomfort, the pleasure, like, can you be in it all and allow it to contribute to your life? Like, be in the flow of that and just be present with it. I know that sounds kind of hard, because sometimes when things just seem like they suck, I say this quite a bit, but everything is the opposite as it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite as it appears to be. That's a statement that comes from the Access Consciousness world that I love so much. And if you just say that, everything is the opposite as it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite as it appears to be. Everything is the opposite as it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite as it appears to be. Everything is the opposite as it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite as it appears to be. When you have those things that seem like problems, what if they're not problems? So this is really about, if it weren't a problem, what would the possibility be? Not that you would ever think that strawberry ice cream tarts would be a problem. They're just showing me that there's like these taste sensations that are like, they're giving me that feeling. So it's a good reminder. So anywhere for any of you right now where you're kind of feeling something that you're like, oh, this isn't working, this is wrong, or whatever, that you can say, all right, what if this isn't a problem? What is right about this that I'm not getting? Another really great question you can ask. Cool. Who is that from? This is from Lydia. Whoa, Lydia has a lot of cards. Can I just show you something? Look at, she's packed. She does have categories, but I don't even bother. I just pull and then put them wherever. Oh, somebody says, I definitely think Macy should pull a card a day. I'd love to do that. The other thing is, I am coming up soon. I'm really committed to, like, you know, a lot of you probably participated in Love Camp at some point, knowing me. Coming up, I want to do another 5-day. It's not going to be like a 5-day immersion like Love Camp, but what I really recognize is we need community. You guys, the most important thing that we can have on our journey to love is each other. To have this women's group, to have community, to have playfulness, to have somebody to like just listen to us, to do some amusing things. We did show and tell the other day and super loved, and it was just really fun to hear each other and see each other's art and see each other's like inspirations. And oh my God, I was so inspired after that. And so this is, you know, about like 5 days, second week of April, where I'm going to do a class each day. It's going to be more master class style. You know, we'll probably, I don't know how I'm doing it. I'm not going to make any promises, but it's going to be a real class style. So whereas Love Camp, they were like mini adventures and then, you know, craziness all day, which is super fun. We're still going to have the play, but this is really about dating. This is the things you need to know if you want to connect to people. And guess what? One of the biggest things is community. There's 3 things. There's the love genius, which is the mindset. There's the love vibe, which is, you know, our frequency. So how we're taking care of ourselves. It's that inner world. That's where, you know, we may have beliefs that aren't serving us. So sometimes people will say, oh, I have to fix that. Well, you know, it's just kind of awareness, and there's ways we can create new habits. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. There are things that are going to make you feel like you can have more fun, probably. And then the third pillar is the love ally, which is how many communities are you involved in? I realize that, you know, from the pandemic and from all of the things I'm doing, building a business, like, you know, all of the groups, a lot of my groups have gone away. And there's no more yoga community where you could go and hang out and actually have tea with people. There's no more improv community where we're doing shows together. There's no more, like, in the way that it used to be. So I'm really aware that I would like to get more of that going. I'd love for you to come join us. Our 30-day adventures are really fun because we focus on a topic and we work through, or maybe 21 the next time too, but the 5-day thing's coming. I'd love to do a card a day, maybe working up to the 5-day, 5 days to get super loved is what I think I'm going to call it. Maybe like a spring break. Casey threw that out there yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, that would be fun to do spring break, all of us. And then what else? Oh yeah, and then let's talk about how we can create the super loved community. Personal, somebody, okay, we'll do really quickie. So we'll pull one more for Victoria. Look at that, strawberry tart and ice cream milk. Oh my God, those are waffles. Those are so cute. Okay, Victoria, you've been really, you've been with Reverend Lunch Lady since the very beginning. Very beginning. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Okay, filet a la Cartier. Yes, post in the comments if you, I'm curious to know how many of you are feeling that sense of kind of missing a conscious, smart women's community, because that's what I am feeling like. Okay, so Victoria, personal reading, filet a la Cartier, which, hey, you guys, listen up because it's probably good. What I love about it says good exclamation point. They're like celebrating you for something. And they have underlined 3 fillets of orange roughy or other firm, dirty flesh fish. Was it you that said you were taking a break? I'm wondering if that's really happening. Okay, and then on the other side, it has zillions of movie theaters listed. So what? Yeah, they're actually saying, interestingly, Dolores, she's actually inviting you to go rewatch some movies that really get you inspired. Like maybe some from your teenage times. Like, what are those sort of signature movies that every time you watch them, you're like, oh, they're feel good movies? She wants you to do that. All right. Who else would like to do that? That's pretty fun. I remember Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club. Those were two like big movies of my teenage time. Yes. Okay. Somebody says, yes, women's communities idea sounds great. That would be amazing. Dirty Dancing. Yeah. I'm totally missing collaborating with a live hugging women's community. Yeah. I mean, I don't know when we can do. I mean, I feel like we just need something creative, smart, fun, but serving our love journey, because hey, that's what I do. So, stay tuned, because I think that's what's so missed, is that a lot of people are focusing on, oh, I want this love relationship. I want this person. And then we're like online and trying to get dates and doing all these things. But actually what takes all of the kind of the urgency out of it is when you have good communities, when you already have that support and comfort of being able to connect with friends and check in and being with like-minded people. That's really what will, surprisingly, it accelerates everything, because it's no longer, combating the loneliness, even if it's volunteering. I think part of it may be, inspiring all of us to find ways to be giving back to our community and other people who may even be feeling more lonely or more disconnected or more afraid of their not feeling secure, whatever the thing is with everything that's happening in the world. Somebody says, I love Pride and Prejudice and Wreck-It Ralph. That's funny. Yes, Mandy's part of a company called Team National, like-minded people helping people. Yes, go ask Mandy about that. It's her business. Cool. All right, everyone. I'm so grateful you are here. Thank you for so many of you being here and asking questions and just like playing with me, because this is like one of those things that is like that weird thing in my world that nobody else is doing, but I love sharing it and I get so much from the interaction. And yeah, I mean, trust me, I've done these like to 0 people listening, and it's just not as much fun. So yes, thank you, everyone. Okay, well then, more to come. That's all there is to it. Message me if you want to know about any of the upcoming classes. We are going to be getting ready to do another class probably after the 5-day. I'm looking at doing sort of a dating boot camp before we do more community stuff. So yay, campers. Thanks for being in the kitchen. Look at all those food emojis. Amazing. All right. More to come. See you soon. Bye, everyone.